one thing I do want to say though, and you heard it here first in this podcast, was that everyone was gonna start doing EDM.
We talked about this early on.
We talked about it.
If you don't believe us, look back. Tell
them. Run the fucking tapes back. We said that everyone will start doing EDM. EDM is having its resurgence. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Thank you.
Yo, welcome. This is Above the Waves podcast.
Sobre las olas.
Yeah, you yelled on that one. Let me turn you down a little bit.
My bad.
It's all good. We're good. Let's go.
I'm your host, Tone Park. I got Mr. Wavy G. The X is silent.
The X is silent. Yeah, that's true.
And I got my boy LJ back behind the camera.
What's up?
We wanted to welcome you guys.
The J
back.
is silent.
The J is silent.
Only ill.
The face is silent.
Oh God.
You can see me in the back right here.
Oh, here
I'm
we go.
blurred out, man.
Oh, that's hot, bro. A little sneak a peek.
Sneak a peek. Welcome back. We took basically a month off. Right,
people, you need that. This is mental health. It was a mental health / like get our lives together. Get married if you had to do that. You know,
get married.
I didn't have to, but some of us had to.
They had to get married.
I think so.
Forced, huh?
No, I mean more like.
Oh, it was arranged.
I meant more like
arranged.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Bro! How crazy is that arranged marriages though?
I
would you do it?
He did it.
So yes, I did get married.
Married
by choice.
Definitely by choice.
Congrats, man.
It was lovely.
Best thing you've ever done.
Thank you.
Smartest thing you've ever done.
It was beautiful. It's one of those things
Actually,
where
the only cool thing that's ever come out of your mouth is I do.
I do.
Other than that, it's just stupid shit.
No, it was great. It's something that I was like, why didn't I just do this a long time ago? But not just anyone. I mean, like to her. Why didn't?
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Yeah, why didn't we get married? Beforehand. But it was perfect. Timing was right. Everything was good. Very happy.
It was fun. We had a good time. Got lit. It was dope. The heat wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah,
No. The heat was bad in that party bus. That was hot.
Oh
bro.
my God.
That was
because it was
that was
just
bad.
a bunch of fucking sexiness in there, bro. So like, you gotta understand, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm in a 3-piece.
Yeah.
White on white.
It was epic, bro. It was dope. It was dope to be there. It was dope to be a part of that shit. It was dope. The wedding.
There he is.
Fucking highlight for me, besides you getting married, I love the fucking black and white photo booth.
Fire. Huh?
That was dope. The black and white was like
no props, nothing.
nothing.
Just, yeah.
Keep it
noticed
fucking
that, yeah.
elegant.
That was all my wife. She's
no. I like I said, she was a part of the arranged marriage.
I was the arrangement.
Cheers to your wedding.
Thank you.
Cheers,
marriage.
Welcome back. Let's do this.
Many kids.
Woo! That was great. It's been a while.
God, not long enough. God damn.
Yeah. So
Let the people know what you're drinking, man.
Oh, right here we got this top of the line tequila right here.
Above the waves.
Straight from TJ.
It's the Above the Waves version. Yeah. Like, if you know the bottle, they collab with us. They hit us. They've been bugging us about it. We said, all right, fine, we'll do it for once.
It's my Tío Julio. He was like, come on. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Don J.
Don J.
He's a top G.
He's a top G. He's a top J for sure. Like, you're the LJ. This is definitely a top J.
Top J.
Yeah, so
in the pyramid scheme, he would be paying you a $50 subscription for sure. Inside joke, my bad. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
All right. So right off the bat, outside of the wedding,
how about wait? What's the highlight of the wedding for you besides the like? What did you think? Like, I'm glad I did that, and I would recommend everybody does that.
Just make sure you invite all your family and friends, and unfortunately, I couldn't have everybody there.
Of course,
just based off your capacity and shit like that, and just having all your family and friends there, and also is like 90% of the music there was our choice. So that was also a plus because it wasn't just like music that we didn't like. Like we made sure it's all music we like.
Yeah, you're
not gonna play any shit we don't like, and even when they did, I went up there. I was like, "Yo, cut this shit," and then change it up real quick. So that for me is good because it's like this. It was a soundtrack of our relationship from the beginning till now. That's basically what you're listening to, right? So soundtrack from our favorite trips, concerts, everything. So
That's awesome.
time with friends. So
You're satisfied.
yeah, so that I was
That's
very happy with.
How about you?
Highlight.
Highlight, pick one. Besides getting to walk down with me.
I think
Oh yeah.
just kind of seen like every oh yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah, of course.
But I think kind of seen like all the love that people had for Tony. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't. That surprised me. I'm like, damn, people
But-
love him that much.
I think people there were surprised that they love Tony that much. I'm fucking constantly surprised. Like, goddamn. Today I look over at him and I was like, you know what? I gotta love Tony though. You know, like.
No, yeah,
you
just
gotta
kind of
love
seeing
his
like the
fucking
other side
ass.
of him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like with his family and stuff more.
Yeah.
It was cool.
You know, on Friday night, I just like last minute I just started texting everyone, meet me at this bar, because a lot of my family started coming in. So I was like, everyone just go to this bar.
Yeah.
And my uncle walked in, just like it's almost like it was like a dark part of the club bar, and you see him like just walk out of the shadows, and I was like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
Uncle Ben?
Benny.
And I was like, dude, I'm just so happy to see you. And I just remember talking to him, just being like, how ecstatic I was to see him, and then had a bunch of other family members there that I didn't. It's like you invite all these people, and it's in a different state, it's a different city, it's effort to get there,
Right. Yeah.
and you're just surprised how many people made it out.
Right.
And that's what he said. He's like, yeah, you know, when you invite people like this, you never know who's gonna come.
Right.
And I was just like, I was so grateful for every single person that made it. So I try to say hello to everybody. I try to acknowledge him. I try to say like, I'm just happy to be here, even if it was only for a second, because I was so busy.
Yeah.
Just say I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
Like, and I felt the love, and that was one thing.
That's awesome.
It was very beautiful, very beautiful,
That's dope.
very beautiful. What about you? What was your highlight?
Like I
Was the
said,
photo
bro,
booth?
honestly, I thought the party bus was fun. I had a good time on that shit. I had a good time at the bachelor party. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The one in August?
I thought the photo booth was sick as fuck. Like I really thought that was dope. Like I was like, this looks sick. Like when she printed out the pictures, I was like, oh, black and white, nice.
Yeah.
Like just kept that aesthetic fire, bro.
Yeah.
The music was good. The fucking open bar was lit.
Oh yeah, I had an open bar.
Seeing all the fucking homies, like just everyone's raging, having a good time.
How'd you like your veggie plate? Was it any good?
That was alright.
Right.
I don't really do shit for the food though. Like hardly ever, you know?
Yeah. I barely ate.
Yeah.
I just took a couple bites here.
And
And
look, I like the fucking candlelight. The candle lighting was sick. I really enjoyed that. Like I was like, I'll have a little candlelight dinner with Jeremy. We were far apart, but it was kind of like a long table. I just imagined like just me and Jeremy on a long table, and I was like, this is romantic. Like,
and I was really happy with the seating too.
Is what I thought. I thought that to myself, but then I realized like far fetched. But
Far fetched.
I considered it like maybe I fuck Jeremy tonight.
So one of the tasks you have to.
I took a dope video of you with the light when you and Nicole were dancing. I don't know. I think you reposted it. I think, or at least Nicole did.
Yeah,
That's
send it
pretty
to
cool.
me again.
No, fuck that. You missed the shot, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I only do it once, bro.
Yeah, if you didn't get you didn't repost then, it's over. Like that.
I think.
No, but Tony told me he was off social media for a bit, which I think was
Yes,
cool.
I couldn't really. So much was going on, and I'm trying to just like digest everything. You know,
Yeah.
be absorbed in love. Trying to. It just seems like so much the social media is based on just like like not hate speech, but people are just like trying to get out their grievances with the world.
Oh,
It's
my
like
boy's changed.
it's like for what? Oh, by the way, I'm a month in, so I get a bottle 42 next next pod.
So I'll tell you this much. I actually had the bottle the whole time for his wedding. But then I was like, well, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Let's see what he comes up with. And so I'm considering it still. We also did that bottle in Vegas, which wasn't cheap. So we're like, But I have it, bro. I have the bottle 42. I pulled up with it. The only reason I didn't give it to Tony then is because I want to write a card
Yeah.
that I didn't get to. It was too much to get to, bro. I couldn't like all these running around.
And it's probably better because again, so much was happening at once. It's almost like that movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you haven't seen it, okay. Here it is. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Watch that shit.
A24 production. By the way,
A24 production.
I want to point that out.
It's that
good.
It's amazing.
So good they're re-releasing a theatrical release with an extra 3 minutes on it. Did you hear
I
about
am
that?
going to watch it.
Did you hear, bro?
No, but if you're gonna go, I am down.
No, let's do it. We gotta go watch that shit as a group.
But we need a little bit of little silly. Actually, take a little.
Really?
This
It's
silly.
not gonna freak me out.
Silly side being.
It's not gonna freak me out.
No,
Silly
bro.
Silly Simon is good. Silly Simon is. Oh, by the way, fuck it. I'm gonna put it. One of my homies, he'll remain unnamed, hits me up while I'm in Florida. from a fucking like the numbers are digits, bro, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who it is.
The
numbers are digits. Wow, what else would they be? Letters?
What I'm saying is like I don't have his number.
Yeah, it wasn't saved. Yeah, the contact wasn't saved.
Don't hit me up. Don't hit me up from an unknown number and ask me if I want to buy drugs. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I mean by it was digits? Like, but don't just hit me without being like, yo, it's blank. What's up, dog? You know I don't have this fucking number saved, you ass. And it's a misfire in the car. So don't
misfire.
Anyways, bro, what it is, it's a Polka Dot.
Yeah.
Is coming out with this new thing. I shouldn't even say it because I'm fucking. I already know. I want to gatekeep a little bit.
Say it anyways.
Go ahead.
It's these little tubes, kind of like those ginger shot tube, like the ginger shots. You know how when you buy a ginger shot, it's like a little thing. It's a little tube where you basically turn the lid.
And it drops water, in.
Yeah. It sprays it in, and then you take a shot of like 5 grams of psilocybin.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I could get us some samples of that. My boy is selling them. He's like, I'll give you some samples, like whatever. I'm just kidding, but yeah.
Well, the way I saw it was like that.
I got the video actually. If you guys want to see it,
no, I've seen it. Because that's what I took right before I watched it. Fuck, bro. It's just like the movie itself is just otherworldly. But it basically takes you on a whole trip. Yeah. You're experiencing everything everywhere all at once.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful. I highly
A24, bro. I gotta say, a lot of people always like. I didn't know people didn't know or didn't notice that, but I was like, all these dope ass films always have that A24 production right above it, and you know that shit is hands down. Well, that and Jordan Peele's shit.
Well, they're the only one that is bringing out quality, original ideas. That is not like a giant, because all Disney, all Paramount, all Universal, all
Marvel, all those shits.
All they're doing is bringing out sequels or trying to launch old franchises over again, right? That's like they're all original ideas. It's beautiful.
By the way, HBO Max just got a license to like a big catalog of A24.
I thought Prime had A24.
They perhaps did, but HBO on August, maybe today. I think today's August 1st.
Yeah.
Or about to be August 1st.
They're
going to get a full catalog of theirs.
I'm with it.
I saw Nope too, by the way.
Jordan recommended Peele's? Or no? Without telling me too much.
Yeah, recommended. Yeah. Not better than Get Out. Which you didn't like Get Out.
I didn't watch it.
So.
Wait, who's the director for that?
Jordan Peele.
Oh, that is Jordan Peele.
Yeah. Have you seen Get
Out? The comedian.
Did you watch Get Out?
No, but real quick. I was talking to my sister about directors. And then she's kind of like
a movie buff,
a little bit. What's that dude's name? Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
So it's like, who? I was asking like, who do you think is like kind of comparable to him right now? And she thought that was him.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, just because like he's coming out with
I can agree with that.
Classics, like kind of comparable. And I'm not saying he's better, but he's making like classics like that'll like kind of.
This movie Nope, bro, is probably not the first of its kind, but I would say, and I don't. Tony was obviously the expert on this. Like he's the authority on movies as well as Ulises. But I think that it's not a new concept, but it's probably the best I've seen.
The chapters?
No, just the concept of the movie.
Got you.
Like I haven't seen a movie of this theme this well done.
Yeah, this is from a lot of the people, critics that I've seen that I respect. They all talk highly about this movie. They all say some people are even saying it's his magnum opus. This is the best he can do. Or the best he's done yet.
I don't think so. I think Get Out is better. Me personally. Because now, this is like the problem with artists when they drop music, right? Where it's like, they drop something so good that then it's like you're just trying to meet that thing again. But like after you've blown me away one time with this like super cerebral like thing that I didn't know I was looking for, I already know that I'm gonna see something I'm not looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he's gonna already show me something I haven't been thinking about. And so I feel like this one was like, I think it dragged on a little bit at the end. Me personally, there was a point where I was like, okay, I get it. Like, you need to give me something new now. And he didn't. It kind of ended there. But the acting, phenomenal, bro. Kiki Palmer kills it. David Kaluuya kills it. Stephen Yeun.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel. My bad.
He's one of my like favorite new actors. This motherfucker. The reason
I like you, motherfucker. Do you like Keith Stanfield?
I don't know who that is.
The one from Get Out.
I didn't see Get Out, so I don't know.
You haven't watched that? I'm surprised.
No.
I haven't watched it, but
It's
I feel
good,
like you're
bro.
like a movie buff.
Get Out is good, bro.
I don't know, cause like once it came out, everyone was saying like the exact movie, what it was about, and
Yeah.
I hate knowing like the ending at the beginning.
Oh yeah, to know the ending was whack, but I think it's worth it, bro.
Well,
The same as This Is Us or Us, whatever that was.
I didn't finish it.
You didn't like it?
It took you for a spin, and it was I was probably like 3/4 of the way through. I just could never finish it. Nicole was like, "I'm done with this movie. I'm going to
She
sleep."
didn't like it.
Yeah, she didn't like it, and then I saved it to be like, "Oh, maybe she'll like want to finish it tomorrow."
Yeah.
She never did. I never got back to it. I
Fair
watched
enough.
like 15 minutes, and I had to do something. So
Fair enough.
Um,
I liked Us. I did think it was like whatever. Not whatever. Like I liked it, but I definitely think Nope is probably better than Us, and Get Out is better than both of them.
well, on Saturday, I did a whole 6 hours of Top Gun. I watched the original, and while I was sitting on the couch watching the original, it was like 12:50, and I was like, "Oh wait, the new one comes on at 2:05 right down the street." I was like, "Nicole, you want to go watch it?" She goes, "I'm down." She didn't even watch the first one. She loved the second one. She said she almost cried twice.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, that's
it's
crazy.
really good.
No, I've seen it. I don't think it's that good.
The Maverick.
Yeah.
Yes,
I haven't watched it.
that's what she said. But
Oh, interesting.
I enjoyed it.
Whatever Nicole says. bro,
Some
I'm
parts
with it.
become a little cheesy, but that's just part of the major, big budget films.
Yeah.
But it was good. I think it was a great sequel, which it's hard to do,
I think
especially
the
30
acting
years
was
later.
really good.
Yeah,
The acting, besides Tom Cruise and the older chick who owned the bar, all
Jennifer
those
Connelly.
other people,
Oh, they
all
were
the
great.
other new they really acted their asses off
Yeah,
and convinced me that it was a good movie.
yeah.
But like Top Gun in general, I was like, come on, guys, we really need to see this shit. Like,
Well, see, I grew up watching the original Top Gun, so to me,
I'm
like,
just saying, bro. Fucking
Yeah.
tell me if I'm wrong, but that's just me.
well,
I watched the original too when I was a kid.
no,
You
but
like,
I
you
guess
like any war movies or no? In general.
War movies, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, that opening scene is the
Come on,
craziest.
bro. Come on. So tell me
So-
that's not the fucking sickest. That's the best war movie ever.
So the first
No,
patient,
I'm bullshitting. But
That's a good one. Yeah.
the
good
first,
one, bro.
the first patient I ever had that
did I get
died,
his thumb blown off? Sorry,
that died on me. The first patient I ever had that died on me.
makes sense.
I remember it exactly. And I was sitting there, and he had just passed. And as a nurse, it's the first person that passes on you is always like, you always remember that
Traumatic.
one, right? It's like popping your cherry, It's like you're a virgin.
It's like a desk pop.
You know? So anyhow, but right behind him on the mantle was a little trophy, and it said, "He walked D-Day. He was on that beach.
Wow.
He survived that." And I'm like, I'm really helping this guy who walked the beach of Normandy on
That's
D-Day.
sick, bro.
Like, this is crazy. And at the end of the day, he died mainly of old age. Everyone has a complication, but he's old as fuck.
Sure.
Right? But I was
Like,
like,
you lived your days, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, if you died from a complication.
yeah. Anyhow,
What was the point of that?
just because about war movies, you said it.
What's your favorite war movie?
Probably the one I watched the most is Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition.
Bro, I knew this
it's
was gonna hit me with some dumb shit. Right?
Fury. I watch Fury a lot.
But would you consider 300 a war movie?
Yes,
300 is a great movie.
yes, and I
Who-
watched.
who is the
300.
director to that movie?
Zack Snyder, the same one as Batman vs Superman
Okay.
Ultimate Edition. Yes.
300 is great.
There's a prequel too
Who's the main actor?
that they had.
Leonidas?
Crow?
Isn't it Russell Crowe? That's what I
No,
get the feeling.
Butler, Jared Butler.
Oh, Butler.
Jared Butler.
Oh, bro.
Wait.
Yeah, Gerard Butler.
Gerard
And have you guys seen Law Abiding Citizen?
Yes, amazing movie.
Okay, that's all I have to say. That's it. We can move on.
No, he's one of the best.
One of the best.
One of the best. Yeah.
Who did Gladiator? That's Russell Crowe.
Russell
Another
Crowe.
fucking
Oh, that's
classic,
right.
bro,
Yeah.
honestly.
Wait, who are
I
you talking
confuse
about?
those two dudes. Gerard Butler
Wait,
is
for who? What movie were we talking about?
300 is Gerard Butler.
Right. Wait.
Gladiator.
He's
is
Leonidas.
Russell
Gladiator.
Crowe.
Okay, got you. I got
Is
you.
that a war movie?
No.
I mean, you're fighting for your life, my G.
I mean, it's fictional history, but it's a good story.
I mean, they used to do that shit though. Make people fight and shit.
No, I mean,
yeah.
a
By the way, did
lot
you-
of the people were real, but it was just.
Oh, that's what I meant. There's a
fictional.
prequel to, I think,
No, there's another one after 300.
Yeah,
that was
there's
the
a prequel.
same vibe or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What's
it's
that
a
called?
different
Titans?
director.
With the girl, right?
Titans or some shit.
I don't know.
On boats. And shit.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch that one.
At
It's
that
pretty
point,
good. It's-
300
I mean,
was so
it's not
good,
bad.
bro, that like I don't, you know, like
Yeah, if you're gonna
just-
have
just
all
stop, bro.
all new actors, new director, new
No, it was
producers.
still, I think it was still the main actor.
No, Leonidas died at the end of 300.
No, but it's a prequel. So they had it after, but it was like a
Oh,
prequel.
I think we're talking about different.
Damn,
movies.
Leonidas
Okay.
is like a boss in that movie too,
Yeah.
getting shot and shit. With the arrows. What I want to tell you right now. Fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, I think I was talking about 300 though. That's what I meant.
I
prequel.
I
don't think there is a pre. That one's a sequel.
Who's in Fury,
on the
by the
book.
way? Sorry,
I mean, it's
we're
after, but
hopping
it's played
around hard right
before.
now.
Okay, so Fury is it's Brad Pitt,
Yeah, I remember it.
Shia
That's
LaBeouf,
I
the
saw-
Mexican guy.
You know, one of my favorite directors is the guy that did Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
Christopher
But
Nolan.
that whole series,
Hey.
that whole three-parter is hard.
Have you seen Tenet?
Oh my god, bro.
Have
we
you
talked
seen
about
Tenet?
this
I
before?
haven't.
Yeah, we
I
talked
haven't
talked
yet.
about
We
this.
talked about it right after it happened.
Bro, this
I
fool-
just watched Tenet again the other night.
This food Tony is wild, bro.
Inception too, right?
Inception.
See, those are great, man. I
No,
love.
all three of those Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight series thing.
Genius, right? Hey, we got to work on that
Trilogy.
that thing you're talking
Oh, I
about
got
too.
that, bro. No, we got that.
I know, but we haven't talked about it. That's what I'm
Want to
saying.
talk about it now? No, I can't give people preview.
No.
I got,
Yeah.
I got a sick idea, bro.
All right, here you go. Hose up. Keep making great movies, please.
Hose up. I'll do it. I don't care.
Too late.
The last time I was scared was at birth. So I was like, damn, am I gonna fit?
All right, so
That's the joke. That's the punchline.
That's the punchline.
Bro, this food Jeremy's wild. I want to just tell a fucking little anecdote before we move on. We're at a excess. Forgot what day it is. So he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, dog, you ever think to yourself, I am him?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I want to make a shirt, bro, that says I am him." I was like, "Bro, those are your pronouns." If someone asks you your pronouns, you say, "I am him." I was like, "Fuck, this was nuts."
Hey, they're gonna take
bro.
our idea, bro.
This
Are we gonna
bro,
air this or what?
Mario came back from Vegas like this.
Yeah.
With Jeremy is in rare form, bro. This guy,
oh, I forgot what I wanted to name this pod. Do you remember now?
Kissing Cousins.
Kissing Cousins.
Another great
No,
story,
no.
by the way.
Kissing Friends.
Kiss-
Friendship kiss.
Friendship
kiss. Friendship kiss.
That actually has a full-on anecdote.
Friendship
won't
kiss.
talk about on
We
the
can't
pod.
talk about, but friendship
No, it
kiss.
has two anecdotes that I won't talk about on the pod, but they're good, bro. I'll tell you who's
Oh,
offline. Friendship kiss is funny, right? That's almost as funny.
kissing cousins.
That's almost as funny as Kissing Cousins, which is your joke, which is just as funny. Honestly, Kissing Cousin was the first of its kind.
Yes.
I had never heard that before,
Yes.
and it was first of its kind.
Yes.
And it's like incest, bro. Like that's a funny joke.
But friendship kiss might be the, like, because
The
I can,
pinnacle of it.
yeah, because I can, like, it's like the evolution of it.
Yes, yeah. But it's like that 2.0.
Yeah. So I can, it's like the sequel with the new director, but it's still in the same line.
Still there.
I,
Ben Affleck's gonna do Batman again?
yeah, he is.
Yeah, I
he's-
saw that. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. You were
Go
saying.
ahead.
I don't know. I just, like, I
Tell
wish,
the Kissing Cousins one, yeah?
oh, so we were at Coachella and we had, one of my homegirls, she came,
Who? Oh, never mind.
it's my homegirl, I've known her for a while. So she was with us, she hung out with me at the Coachellas before.
Oh, okay.
The two Coachellas before, we always met up and hung out and everything.
Okay.
So this year she finally camped with us because she always camps with her homies, and she brought her cousin, but her and her cousin were like weirdly close.
It's true. No,
It's like-
it's true.
And
And
he,
we're kind of like too close for comfort.
yeah. Well, first of all, she's hella weird, but I say that with all the love. She's just like
Peace
her own
and
thing.
love. She hella weird.
And like she's one of those people who
She's out there, bro.
yeah, she's out there. Like I remember one time we're playing beer pong at my cousin's house, and she's there, and that's how I met her. She's like babysit my cousin's kids, and
Interesting.
she's a pretty girl, and my cousin's girlfriend's cousin came through, and he was looking at her, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, like she's hot." And then she starts talking, and she's like, "Hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. She did talk like that, kind of funky. That's right.
Hey, you wanna play beer pong? I'll fuck you up." And she's just like, she was so pretty till she opened her mouth.
Right.
Type thing. She's just off. Like she's really one of the guys. Like she would say like, well, all the guys think I'm cool because like I like sports, but then when they realize like I like sports way better than them,
with peace and love, bro, she's a little dingy, bro.
Yeah, she's dingy.
With peace and love,
she's like a blonde, right? And her cousin was just
With all due respect.
with all due undue respect.
And her cousin was just out there. Like he's one of those guys like an Earl. Hey, do this, and he just goes and runs and does it.
That's true.
Right? It's just
a little off.
Also, the cousin was a guy. Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a girl. Okay.
No, this is why the story gets funnier. You're right. It was a male.
Yeah, and but yeah, they were just like awfully weirdly close.
This was not telling you. So at some point, bro, they were like too close. Like you thought people were like, I think some people at the site were like,
Are they together?
Yeah. You know, like they're kind of like in the same tent. First of all, which is like cool. I would probably.
Well, they slept in a car.
Too. Yeah, they slept but like
in the
together.
car.
And they would like take a long time together and like go and come and to and from, and it was weird, bro. People were like, "Are they together?" And Tony's like, "Nah, they're just kissing cousins." And I was like, "In front of them, though, bro." Like, of course, like think about Tony Park. Like, this is Tony Park we're talking about, bro. Like drunk Coachella, drunk all the time, saying the worst things that can come to his head, like just saying things as they come. He says, "Oh, they're kissing cousins in front of them, bro," and everyone was like. And they're like, they're so dingy, but I didn't even get it. And we were like,
they thought it was hilarious too.
We thought like, wait,
are y'all
from Utah or something? You know what I mean? Like,
all right. Now let's bring it back. Since we're in the broiler room right now, it's hot.
Yeah, buddy.
I want to address something.
Yeah, address it.
Mr. Fred again did a broiler room in London, baby.
London. It's all about the drama, babes.
And Jesus Christ,
You killed it, bro.
What the fuck was I watching?
Killed it, bro. I mean, the guy is a fucking maniac. Did you see though, real quick, just a highlight? That one guy who fucking
the yellow and the guy in the yellow,
the Asian guy,
the guy in the yellow with the missing tooth. I just couldn't stop watching him.
Love on him though. Whoever that fool is, get him, like, make him viral, bro.
Boy,
hey, Jeremy, imagine this: you're in the London boiler room, right?
Right.
Fred again is playing. My man is playing the hits. Not only is he DJing, right, mixing songs, but he has a drum pad next to him where he's like making the next song live almost. It's incredible what he does, bro, right?
Yeah.
The guy is just out of this world. But there's this Asian guy in a yellow Tommy Hilfiger shirt. Was it Tommy Hilfiger, by the way?
No, it said like Figgy something. I
thought it was Tommy Hilfiger the whole time.
No, it's like one of those like mock ones.
It's a mock Tommy Hilfiger. Like, well, you know how Tommy Hilfiger like back in the 90s had that like stripe with the red and blue and white, and then it said Tommy Hilfiger at the bottom.
But it was like bright neon yellow.
It was yellow, bro.
And he had a missing tooth. And he's holding the same Corona in his hand that has not changed the level, the whole thing.
Bro, he's like, and then like the boiler room is the type of you've seen the boiler room videos, right?
Yeah.
Basically, what it is, bro, is like there's a DJ booth, but everyone's hovering it. So like they almost have like top shots, which are dope, by the way.
Yeah,
like the overhead
top
looking
shot
down.
where it's like just everyone in the DJ booth, and so this guy like he's letting Fred against letting people like get
the next mix.
Like, bro, the mix is here, and they're like getting videos of him like this, you know? Yeah. This fool hits the cue button and stops the music.
He bumps the table twice, and they finally kicked him out. The second time. Yeah. The first time they're just like,
they kept it cool with him, bro.
Chill.
Fred again was like, fucking hits it again. The beat drops off flat. Like, it's fire, bro.
Well, he was with his boyfriend. I'm gonna say his boyfriend because they both look non-cis males.
Thank you.
They both look like
I don't know if they're gay, but
they're
much love if they're gay.
They're both there, and they're both doing it.
But they're rocking out, bro. Like, these fools are just drunk, high. Never thought they'd get to be in the shot at the boiler room.
Yeah, and they're
if I ever go to a boiler room, the best thing that could ever happen to me is I bump the fucking DJ booth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go down, like, bro.
And people like us are talking about you.
You know what the comments were of this boiler room? This boiler room is sure to go down in history. That's how good this set was. So to be the gay asshole that bumps the table at that boiler room,
not once, but
twice,
and gets kicked out.
Bro. That's iconic. The guy's iconic.
You got to get him on the pod.
Honestly, I want him on the fucking pod.
And the other guy,
do your worst, internet.
I think his boyfriend kind of bumped it a little bit too at one point.
Honestly, I want to fucking kiss them both.
But it's.
You're making him stutter, bro.
Okay, so no, because I was gonna talk about the people around it, but I feel like that takes away from the people from Fred again and his work.
No, wait, bro. That is iconic, bro.
It was amazing. So this song, you hear the he's playing the
he's playing it live.
And he's like banging the fucking drum pad. The guy knows how to produce music.
Disgustingly good. Like he might be one of the one of the best. I don't want to say he's the best yet.
I heard you saying that. I want to talk about that. I heard you say
Best
let's
what?
unpack that because goddamn,
Wait,
he's
best
talking hard out here.
Just
No,
the
say it.
Best EDM DJ.
Oh, Jeremy's mad, bro. Speak
No, but
on it.
remember, he's coming up. He's new, right?
Oh,
and you're not
new.
really that familiar with him. You don't watch this.
Yeah,
You don't really listen, check his music that much.
Because he's not super EDM just yet, I would say.
Yeah, but so
I would say.
okay, now let's get into it. These are the songs I want to talk about.
Sure.
So Turn Out the Lights, Swedish House Mafia, and Future
Right.
plays this shit live. You seen how nuts they went
No, I
in that
agree.
building when I'm sure that's the first time he played it live because they released the song after that Broiler was released.
No, it's a banger. I'm not.
I can see his
Don't get me
visuals
wrong,
from
I'm
here.
not saying it's a banger. I'm not saying it's not. No, the guy, bro, has the best visuals. His whole show at Coachella, which I cried at, by the way.
I did too, by the way.
The whole sample, his whole show, basically his main thing, his main like go to market was sampling. I mean, you should tell it better than I do.
He samples artists or regular people talking. So like
That dude. Okay,
Yeah,
you talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
him. I remember.
So
Okay.
his Coachella visuals were the original clip, and then how it like the clip sort of skips the way he's
to where he's
sampling
audio.
it.
Yeah, doing the audio.
But you
Got
get to see like, oh, that's the original speech he's sampling.
That's cool.
And then bro,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
and
what
he
does.
he does this great thing on his Instagram where he'll show you the original video and when he basically shows you the process of him breaking it down to the original to the final product.
No, he's got some skill.
Yeah.
I think what Tony's saying is not totally far-fetched. And I'm the first one to tell you that what Tony's saying is outlandish. What he's saying right now is not entirely far-fetched. I don't think he was house when he came out. That wasn't his intention. Or like, I'm sorry. I don't think he was EDM when he came out.
Yeah.
Right? I think whatever he's doing though, I do think he has the potential to shit on a lot of EDM artists. And when I mean EDM, I mean that Swedish house world. Like whatever birthed out of Swedish house.
It kind of reminds me. I see what you're saying. You know what it reminds me of is like those viral videos of like presidents, and they get like all their words, but then they make it like into the song.
A new sentence, right?
Or no, like a song, like a hit song or something.
Yeah. The thing is though, he doesn't even look for virality.
Yeah,
like the video doesn't have to be a viral video.
I understand. It's just that style of like getting audio.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
that's what he's. Well, the reason I think that where Tony says has some merit is because he's not even looking for viral videos. Like he's not even doing meme videos. He's doing like
viral has nothing to do with it. But
I'm just pointing out to your point, which is what you're saying, which is like it is that same
style.
thing.
Yeah,
he's
cutting audio.
He's almost owning it. Like, no, this is really my style.
That's him. That's what he's doing. Yeah,
this is actually.
So you'd say he's better than like A-Track DJing or like?
Oh, wait, chill, doc.
No,
I mean, A-Track plays EDM.
I know what you. No, but
I'm saying he's on the road.
I'm gonna listen now.
He's on the road to.
Ooh, buddy.
He's as far as up here, just because he doesn't have a track record yet. He's right below them.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Who? As far as
with everybody.
Okay.
Right. But he is about to be the biggest next thing if you're paying attention to EDM. If you're paying attention to music, even if you just like music and you hear his shit, you cannot not like his stuff.
Before you have something to say to that?
Go ahead.
But no, because if you have something to say, just say it.
No.
What I want to say is, okay, what do you? And I'm just probing on Tony. What do you think makes him go to the next step? Right, and what do you think keeps him?
Exposure.
Ooh, good questions. Yeah.
Exposure.
I mean, he's at Coachella.
Well, he's gonna get he's at right.
Yeah, and so
okay, fine. No, go ahead. Answer the question. Go ahead. So, lack of exposure.
Yeah, because I just found out he was like last August, September, somewhere around there. And then
but he wasn't at. I mean, Tone. He's done Coachella though, my brother.
No, okay. So the funniest thing
crazy, bro.
is so when he was at Coachella, I was on Coachella boards on Reddit. In the beginning, no one mentioned him as like, who should I listen to?
Yeah.
The weeks before Coachella, everyone's like, Fred again. I just found him. I just listened to all his music. You have to listen to him. Everyone that saw him live,
that's it,
was just like, this motherfucker was the best set I saw all weekend. I was crying, everything. We already knew about him, so we were lucky. But once we got there, how crowded was that place?
No, it was crowded.
What stage was he at?
Where Sahara used to be?
Yeah.
What is it called?
No. He was at the Yuma. He was
the
at
one
the Yuma.
in the between those two.
Yeah, the Yuma, okay. I think. No, not the Yuma. The Gobi.
Yeah, because the Marias were at the Yuma.
Yeah.
They had the chandeliers. He didn't have the chandeliers.
He had the chandelier.
Okay, so it was that same.
Yeah. And how packed was that compared
No, it was crazy.
Like you couldn't even move. Like we had to like kind of plant the fort.
Oh my god.
And then little baby bladder over here had to take off to go pee, and we had to hold the spot.
Yeah.
And that's the story I said last time where I'm just turning around, someone bumped into me, and we both looked into each other because he bumped into me too, and we're like, oh shit, I found you. Like how?
Oh, bitch, it wasn't an accident. I looked for you. Before I went to go piss to empty my baby bladder, I looked up and said, okay, this is where they are. I got to make my way back
tell
here.
him, don't move.
Yeah, Tony thinks it's by accident, bro. Don't move.
In his mind, it was.
Yeah, don't move.
No, but he wasn't looking at me when he was looking around and hit me. Type thing.
That might be true.
So, because the look in his eye was just like
discrediting my fucking. That's okay.
No, you were looking for me, but you found me on accident.
Oh, that's romantic. The way you said that right now, that's a movie.
Well,
you weren't looking for you, but you found it by accident.
You know, and it was the plot. And it was right around that song when he's like, "I found you," exploding,
Stop.
and I'm gonna cry again.
Stop.
So
by the way, I'm gonna roast her. Demi said she didn't really fuck with that set, but honestly, bro, I cried.
Yeah. So
it all thanks to Tony though too. Where like I sort of discovered him at the same time as Tony.
So where's he playing next?
I don't care, but I'm
heaven,
going,
bro. When I die, you're gonna hear "I found you" exploding. Like God, that's how I.
No,
die.
it's gonna be Open Arms.
Oh no, he samples Billy, bro, which is sick.
That's the one you cried to, Open Arms.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's amazing.
I cry at Coachella almost every year though.
Was that the only set you cried to?
Yes.
I cried to that one and Joji.
You love Joji though.
Yeah. And now
Prior to that, I've cried. Who knows?
All right, going back to crying real quick. Go ahead.
Crying?
Going back to crying.
Okay,
no,
so Broiler Room is the best, one of the best Broiler Rooms I've ever seen.
No, I was gonna mention something.
Well, I think we need this.
Yeah, so going back to this kind of winds it back to kind of what we were talking about earlier, but I like the last EDC I went to, I didn't cry, right?
Didn't you, bro?
But
next time, force yourself to cry.
There was an instance where I possibly could have, and it was the last day, Sunday, right? So I experienced Friday, Saturday, all of Sunday, and it was a sunrise set to Cascade.
Of course.
Which what was the inside joke? Would Cascade play?
Cascade wouldn't do that.
Cascade would never.
we were at this fucking prick. We're at XS, and Griffin is playing. And we were gonna we were like trying to figure out if we go to Cascade, we go to Griffin, whatever the fuck it was. And then we're at Griffin, he's killing the fucking set, am I right?
Killing it.
And so the inside joke the whole time was like, Cascade wouldn't play this, Like, just validating why we came to see Griffin was like, Cascade wouldn't play this, which is hilarious. But a sunrise set, a sunset and a sunset set and a sunrise set.
Yeah.
Are always the best sets.
You can't unlive that, bro.
I was filming.
I think the last time I might have cried might have been Disclosure at a sunset set.
Golden Hour.
So I was filming, right? And I look back at the video now, and there's like this guy, probably it's older than me, but he's crying he looks like by himself.
Yeah.
Front row, and he looks like he's crying. I'm like, damn, like, because he's playing that song, and it's me you love. It's like, and then you know what I mean? It's like, who's waiting for you? Like, damn.
Music is powerful. Good. Music might be the biggest drug, the best drug. It's my favorite drug outside of love, but it still encompasses
you have love for music though.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. Love is love, right? So that's why it transfers to music very well. I think music speaks to what love can never speak to. It's the intangibles. It's the unspoken to. It's the feeling. It's the emotion. It's so pure that you can. And what's crazy about it is it's not even just that one time. It's every time you hear that song ever again.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask something about that. So I've heard that song before, but now it means something different because I experienced that.
Exactly.
I've heard that song before, but it gave me a new experience.
Oh, here's one for you. We were at our first EDC together.
2014.
Wow.
We're hanging out with the homegirl. What's her name? Melissa, Diana, Molly. I forget her name. And John Legend comes on stage with Tiesto. We're watching Tiesto's set.
That was
amazing set. He plays All of Me.
Actually,
remember our emotions in that moment. Remember how crazy it felt, right?
Yeah, the cathedral main stage was helped.
Everything was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Everything was perfect. I get married, and my wife walks down the aisle to all of me.
Damn.
Right? And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, my head's underwater.
Head's underwater, but I'm doing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind.
So you gotta like.
That's great, bro.
Yeah.
Not correct.
So it's that same thing. It's like songs mean different things at different times depending on like
yes,
what you attach to them. And then we had that feeling, and then now you bring that in with this, and it's like this song just is legendary. It'll never die. Like when
someone may call it John Legendary.
Oh
John
my
Legend.
God. Chill with that. Copyright that.
Okay, so
next.
real quick, let's give these waves. We got turn down the lights, Fred again, Swedish House Mafia with Future.
I'd probably give that a 4. Easy.
Right now, I'll give it a 3.
I haven't
Possibly a
listened to
4.
it too many times though. And I haven't heard it like with loudspeakers either. Like I'm sure if I heard it in Boiler Room, I'd probably give that shit a fucking easy 5.
Yeah. So when I first started, I would say like 3.5. But after I seen the Broiler Room, it's a 4.
Yeah.
I'm at a 3.
I
heard it right now. But
now second one, Jungle.
That's probably another one. I'd give it a. I don't know. I really fucking love. I'll give it a 3.5.
So
I don't make it a habit of giving halves, but it's a great track.
Well,
it's not a bad track.
3.5. So soft, a hard 3.
Hard 3, soft 4. Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.
How about this? Firm 3, soft 4. Firm, it won't go below a 3. I wanted to just chime in on something you guys were talking about right now about like how music is. I was having this thought the other day. And I was thinking to myself, like, why am I doing this podcast thing, dog? Like, why am I? So I told you guys this before. I have like major imposter syndrome about a lot of things. Like all the time, I'm constantly like, I shouldn't be in this circle or whatever the fuck it is. This is insecurities of mine. I was like, why do I do this podcasting thing? Like, what drew me to this? You know? And I was sort of reflecting on my life, and I was like, there's a lot of things that like I used to not do, out of fear of like, oh, that's not who people think I am, And then like I started listening to a lot of artists, or I sort of started to like listen to artists say a lot of things of like, whoa, I just do what I want, or I do things for others to be inspired, I was like, damn, that's an interesting thing. And that's when I started to like sort of feel like, well, you know what? If that, to me, when you say I do things so that others can be inspired, it's almost like, oh, that means you don't do it because you feel like that's your calling. You do it because you want other people to feel comfortable doing it, And I feel like that's what music is. Like that's music is what drew us to here, right? To like, should we really be podcasting? Probably not, but we love music enough, and those motherfuckers are confident. Like there's people like there's the Bryson Tillers of the world, the Scissors of the world that like have, according to them, a lot of music on hard drives that they're not comfortable sharing.
And they say Bryson Tiller's the same way.
Yeah,
I think a lot of artists are like that.
So
yeah,
I think a lot of humans are like that, bro. A lot of people have a lot of creativity and a lot of art that they can share, but they don't feel like it's their place to share it.
I'm like that too.
I know.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is I figured out, like, you know what? The reason I did this podcast thing is because I felt so uncomfortable with the idea of it.
Yeah.
That I thought, fuck it. If that asshole, if Bad Bunny can sell all these things and become one of the best artists in 4 years because he just felt comfortable enough to say, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want, then we can all probably do that. Do we all reach that level of fame and magnitude? Probably not. Who cares though? But as long as I can convince one other person that like, fuck it, I'm going to do it because this purple-haired fat guy can do it, then fuck it, me too. Dope. That's what I think art is, And so I think for music is like that, where it's like that guy cried, and so now you're like, damn, I kind of feel that way too, though, a little bit. Now that I think about it, when I hear that shit live and the lights going off, I kind of feel like that too. And so next time, I'm going to just, fuck it, I'm going to submit and just cry a little bit.
100%. That's actually a great topic. So I want to tell you that you don't have imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is doing something that you don't normally do when you wake up in the morning, when you go to sleep at night, when you hang out with your friends. This is what we do normally. This is true. This is our relationship.
It's true.
Most of the times we've ever hung out, not most of the times, but a lot of the times,
yeah,
we're because
find a reason to do it.
Yeah, but a lot of the times were based on music. We went to a festival. We went to even a small show. It's Fool's Gold. 800 people. It's like something like that. Like this is what we do. This is what we live for. This is what wakes us up in the morning. This is what we're happy to. This is what we look forward to. Oh, I got the tickets for the show in a month. I'm so happy. And every day in your fucking head is like, I can't wait. I got my fit for the show. I'm ready for this, right? That's true, yeah. And we're gonna talk about I'm gonna talk to my friends about this. This is before we recorded this. There is no imposter syndrome here. Same with Jeremy. Same with music. Same when I was there when he told me, I recorded a bunch of videos in Hawaii and we were there and I love the way it looked. I love the way it felt. I love how alive I felt, and this is what I want to do. Yeah. Right. And it's there's no imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something you don't want to do. It's something you don't wake up with. It's something that's like, it's like I wake up and it's people who go to a normal job who go just to pay their bills. That's imposter syndrome. They don't want to be there. They don't want to do that.
I'm gonna throw this out, dude. I think a 9 to 5 is slavery.
It is slavery.
Well, it depends on your life. A 9 to 5. Some people are just happy to be that way, and that's okay to be that way.
I'll tell you this though, bro.
That's true.
Some people are really good at their 9 to 5s.
Of course, some people are millionaires.
I was on the
from
plane.
their 9 to 5.
I'm on the plane, bro, to Utah, and this guy who I know is accounting. Just cause I was looking at his Excel sheets. I'm over here looking at all the companies he's fucking running, whatever the fuck.
And you had your glasses on so you can see
it. I'm over here like I'm gonna invest in that shit. Yeah, I'm over here like straight up insider trading. But I was like, damn, this guy is good, bro. And he wasn't old, Jeremy. He was probably like 40, but he was good, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to do Excel much because I wasn't good at I'm not good with numbers. Yeah. But I understand the concept of Excel. I took the classes. I understand. And I was like, whoa, this motherfucker is like pop, 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 pop. Outlook, email, boom. And he's like asking people for numbers because he can't finish his Excel sheet until he gets it. I was like, whoa, this guy is good at his fucking job.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, it makes like, why am I not sitting here on the fucking airplane doing my job? And I was like, wait, I am. I'm listening to this fucking Renaissance album, right? Like, yeah. Like I was like, oh wait, like we're all trying to do something. We're all good at something, dog. And sometimes that just happens to be a 9 to 5. But he was good at it, bro. Like I could just tell that this motherfucker, like,
you'd hire him.
Easy, bro.
Easy.
I wanted to shake
him do our books. Right?
And so I agree with you. Like I think 9 to 5s have, and this is probably a topic for another day. Like in the capitalist society, they have a slavery aspect to them, of course.
Yeah, but they have a purpose. Not everyone. Not everyone. Not everyone's a general. You need soldiers, right? And some people are great soldiers.
Or a general in their own right. Like they just have one thing that like, bro, because bro, a lot of these 9 to 5s, I'll tell you, like there's a lot of things I do at work that like I couldn't do it if that person wasn't good at their job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like, you're ultimately making Bezos some money, which is fucked. That's the slavery part of it that I agree with you 100%. But like, I know some killers that I'm like, I can't move until you do it. And this would gives me some shit. I'm like, God damn, this is 3 spreadsheets like of like super data driven, like just crazy, bro. So everybody's got something.
I agree.
We all have a purpose. We all don't have to be Bezos. Sometimes we just have to be the pillar that holds everything up. And we all need all that too. So
all that.
Hose up. Let's go.
Top G's.
So Mr. G X Silent, favorite artist, just dropped his 2nd studio album.
Favorite artist. Okay.
I mean,
no, I think he's definitely up there as one of my favorites.
Yeah. Brent Faiyaz just dropped Wasteland, 2nd studio album. I'm very. There's not enough male R&B coming out right now. There is, but not anything is worth notably talking about. And this one is, right? So I want to
hear you first now. If he's my favorite artist, then we should hear you first. Do you agree?
Well, I might have known him longer than you, so that might be different.
I don't know that you knew him longer.
Well, I saw him when he was in nothing.
That's true. You did see him before.
Yeah. I
can go first. But I really think you should go first.
I've talked to him and everything, you know.
All right, chill. My boy Tony's industry, bro.
Industry plant right here. So this album.
Let's talk about it together.
Let's talk about it together. All right, so let's do waves first.
Sure.
All right, what you got?
Damn, this is fucked. After listening to it, so off rip, 3 stars. after listening to it and understanding sort of the concept of the album, listening to tracks in context, sort of trying to go to his pop-up that I didn't get into, I almost got arrested for.
I saw the helicopters.
I give it a 4. Definitely not a 5.
No.
But have you seen the numbers it's doing? Which almost makes me feel wrong.
Why?
Like, because Brent Faiyaz is nowhere near Drake. Like, when you say the name of Brent Faiyaz, the amount of people that know who you're talking about as opposed to Drake and the people that know who you're talking about is, in my mind at least, worlds apart.
Yeah.
So the fact that Brent
Yeah,
Faiyaz...
no one really knows who Brent Faiyaz is.
I don't think that... I think that's right. I don't think that many people are speaking Brent Faiyaz's name as a household object.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio, so I don't know if he's on the radio.
I don't listen to the radio either. I couldn't tell you. That's probably the one.
But who listens to the radio? Y'all listen to the radio? Do people still listen to the radio? Is that a thing?
We don't gotta bash on people who listen to the radio.
I'm just wondering, is that a thing? I don't know. I haven't listened to the radio.
I have no fucking clue.
I haven't listened to the radio in like 15 years, so I don't know.
I haven't listened to the radio more than that. I'm younger than Tony. Just to clarify. Unnecessary clarification. I love
Go ahead.
I love you.
About like 5 months, bro. It's nothing.
Oh, get out, bro. Get out.
All right, so
I like that movie.
I give it a 4. What did it have? What did it need to be a 5? I don't know. It needed to blow me away, and it didn't blow me away. But it gave me the Brent Faiyaz I needed. It gave me the look of him that I needed. It was conceptually great. The tracks were great. Oh, by the way, the intro, outro, interlude, story of it,
the skits and stuff.
the skit. You didn't think it was good?
I just
Did you understand the skit?
I mean I listened to him. I didn't.
Wow, you didn't think that was it?
I felt like the skits were more toxic than the album.
Okay, of course. So yeah, well, one of them. Yeah.
One
Can
of
we talk
them?
about it? Well, I'm saying like one of them.
Talk about him.
Ends up with his baby mama trying to kill herself, pregnant.
Yeah.
So one of the skits, bro, is basically the baby mama. So it starts off almost with the baby mama saying like, you know, I moved out here to LA for you, motherfucker. And
From San Diego?
I don't know nobody. Right, from San Diego, and I don't know nobody. I don't got no friends, and I'm pregnant. And then the last skit, which is crazy, bro, is basically the girlfriend saying like, you know what? Fuck you. Neither of us deserve to meet this baby. So she's trying to kill herself while pregnant. And so it ends with him. I don't know that it ends this way, but the skit that like stood out to me, which I thought was fucking nuts, is him like, I know where you're, because she's like, oh yeah, like she gives a hint as to where she is, and so he's skidding away in the skit trying to find her. He crashes and
reminds me of the Eminem skit.
Yeah, it is.
Kim,
but yeah,
with the fan.
Yeah, with Stan. It is kind of that. It's not that topic, but it is that level of intensity where you're like, whoa, bro, like this girl. Because one of the craziest things to hear is like a girl that's about to give pregnant trying to kill herself and her baby. Like that's probably one of the most intense things to sort of digest. You know what I mean? Like, well, like baby blues is a thing, but damn, that's crazy, bro. For him to have put that as the sort of reoccurring theme in his album, to me is intense.
Do you think that is something that he experienced?
Do I think? You're asking me what I think?
Yeah. Do you think?
I think so. Maybe not.
Not that maybe, bad.
Like he experienced it perhaps secondhand. But Tony, that's dark, bro. To have a song in which you're saying fuck fame, fame isn't what you thought it was, fame isn't what they act like it is. To end it with that sort of shows you that, yo, I make all this music to sort of tell you how I feel, but at the end of the day, you think I'm just making music for the sake of making music, but this shit has repercussions in the real world. And sometimes that repercussion is your pregnant girl trying to kill herself. That to me was like, whoa, dog, chill.
So I did meet him, right? And I'm saying this like in a sense of like, I saw him on stage. I saw him perform his, little 4-song opener, right? And I saw him outside, and he's outside smoking a cigarette. And even when I went to go say hello to him, when no one else was saying hello to him, and I recognized him, and I was like, you're an amazing talent, right?
Beer.
I have never seen him smile once. Never seen him smile in music videos and interviews and anything.
Me and Demi have this theory, bro, that he's mad weird.
No, I think he's
mad weird.
Just a little dark, maybe.
You should. Well, it makes sense why you resonate.
I smile more.
There's something dark about him, bro.
I think that
I watched interviews of him, bro, where he was like, "Yo, all this shit that I'm talking about, like, look, how many times do you think to your bro? Why do you think Drake is single?
Because
why do you think CB has so many issues, bro?
So many what?
Issues.
Like not him personally. I mean, like the whole Rihanna thing, and like regardless if like I'm not even talking about cancel culture. I'm talking about like these people, and this is why I told you earlier about Bad Bunny kissing girls and shit, and we don't know if he's with this girl. We see this tip of the iceberg, bro. But their lives are just as complicated as yours and I's.
Yeah.
They're just making music that puts them in a limelight. I think a lot of these artists, bro, especially Brent Faiyaz, being as talented as he is the type of guy who decided that there was no other way to speak on his pain than to make music, and then it blew up. And so it's almost as if a therapist was going to say, okay, now that you've had 6 sessions and we've sort of started to sort of peek at what your issues are, now let's put it so that the world can judge.
And one of those things is like he was outside smoking a cigarette, right? And like people who still smoke actual cigarettes, you know, there's some pain in there, bro.
That's what they say about people that go to the gym late at night. These people got some pain that we're gonna.
But yours is a positive.
Well, it's a less destructive outlet.
It's a positive.
Positive,
no,
but positive is subjective in the sense of like.
No. I did that. I used to do that. I did it for a whole year. I didn't drink for a year. I at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. when all my homies were like, "Oh, we're meeting at this house."
You're 5 years old, bro. At that point.
But don't you think? Well, and this is maybe too personal, but don't you think you have things that you're working through at all times?
Well, that's what I think is that. Truth of the matter is, we're all working through things
100%
at all times,
100%.
Right? Whether it's me taking 2 weeks off of social media just to clear my mind,
1,000,
or acting a little silly once a month. You know, it's all part of the program, right?
Right, and fame is the worst part of it.
Well, we're all working on ways to get through this world. It's a strategy to get to this world. Right? The truth is, life is hard as fuck.
Yeah, of course.
And anyone that wants to tell you differently is just wrong.
I agree.
Right? You can have a positive outlook on it, or you can have a negative outlook on it.
I agree.
Regardless, the shit's still going to happen.
I agree.
So how are you going to approach it?
Right.
So when you're talking about the album and the interludes and the skits and stuff, I mean, I heard them all one time, just the same way I heard the Kendrick song. I
don't know what to call it.
That bullshit song, right?
I don't agree with that bullshit song, but I know what you're talking about.
You only need to hear it one time before it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to say. I got the story, but I don't. That comes on, I skip it. Right?
No, fair enough.
Let me just listen to the music
because it isn't. Perhaps it doesn't help you with your journey. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But what I think is dope about music is that it highlights that portion of the journey. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Which
is like sort of what Brent Faiyaz's album did to me. Is like it highlighted an ugly part of the journey of life that we don't want to agree with or that we don't want to acknowledge, but he acknowledged it. And this is why I think he's one of my favorite artists, is because he acknowledges some ugly truths.
And you can feel the pain in his voice.
Every time.
Yeah. So I was actually, I give the album a 3.5. And mainly because still I think the strongest songs he came out beforehand, and I always try to judge without that. I try to judge his album as a whole. And it was still kind of hard to ignore that. But I was really happy with the songs towards the end of the album, like this one.
Yeah.
More upbeat, more higher BPMs.
Sure,
yeah. It sounded better. It was happier. I don't know if it was so much happier, just...
I know it was just upbeat. I think upbeat is the right
more upbeat, even if the content was still the same or similar.
I think he executed on a concept.
Yeah, and
He did a great job on that.
it was great.
I think Wasteland is a cool name. Sort of like the Weeknd's Kissland,
Yeah.
which I thought was I don't know if there's any connection, but I thought that was cool.
Oh, I have a whole Kissland theory. We can get into it next time. It's
I
great.
love Kissland. It's probably one of my favorites.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And
You and I have an odd bond under the Weeknd. That's why I wonder, are we both mad at him?
well, I was also the one that turned you on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To Brent. No, I don't think you turned me on.
No, the Weeknd.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you and I have an odd bond about the Weeknd, and so I don't know if we share the same sentiment upset about where he's at now.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
but
three and a half.
3.5. But now, the Weeknd was on a trend, and he his foresight was so great that he saw what was coming next, and he led a pact. He said, "I'm gonna go to Sweden. I'm gonna make this pop music with these Swedish artists. Some of them were our Swedish House Mafia, right?
Danish as well.
So he drops that. Next, Drake drops. Honestly, never mind.
Never mind.
And that caught everyone by surprise initially, but now we can all say that album's 4, maybe 4.5, maybe a 5
That's
at this point.
I give it a 5 last time. I give it a 5 today.
If you haven't caught on yet, because the last pod we talked about it, that's definitely up there. It gets better with every listen.
Oh yeah.
So now let's get into Queen Bee. I am not the Queen Bee. I'm not the beehive.
I am.
The only honey I take got a little bit of silly in it. You know what I mean?
All right, chill then.
I'm not there. Right? However, Beyonce drops her 7th studio album, Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Wow. I'm gonna come out.
Wow.
I'm gonna come out and say this.
Do it, bro.
It might be my most valuable album for Beyonce for myself.
Wow.
The amount of replays I've played so far, and it wasn't just because I had to, because sometimes when I have to listen to an album for the pod or just for myself to understand music itself,
Wow.
I've heard this album multiple times.
Wow. How did
And
Nicole feel about it, by the way?
she didn't hear it as much.
Okay.
Because
I know her and I understand that Riri is the queen.
no, Nicole's not Riri Queen either. Nicole doesn't like.
She likes Rihanna. What are you talking about?
No, Riri Queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know she thinks Riri is queen, so then I'm like trying to figure out where Beyonce falls.
No, Beyonce for her is trash.
No, I agree. Demi, same.
Yeah.
She told me not to say that.
Yeah, Demi, we heard you. So with that said, it's
cool it down. Eat it. I need to hear. Sorry, go ahead.
So fuck. I don't know if 3.5, 4. I don't know where I'm gonna give it to.
You're being a shady bitch
But
for 3.5, though.
Okay, let's give it 4.
I'm just saying, 'cause after what you said right now, you're being a shady bitch. If you give it a 3.
But I don't know how.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know where the replay is gonna be at.
I know what. Okay,
outside of this,
can I? Oh, God, I hate when you and I agree. That's the worst part of this podcast. When I have to come out here, be surprised by your genius, and agree with you,
and act like you hate me the whole
it's
time.
The worst fucking thing I have to do on this podcast.
Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch.
Throw me a beer. Throw me a beer.
I just gave you one. It's still full. You haven't even
Cheers.
drink it.
Okay.
There you go. Cheers.
So I'm gonna say what I think you're saying, and God, fucking Lee, I can't believe you and I agree on this. You're a prick and a half, which is a big prick, by the way. I do
have a prick and a half.
A soft 4, a firm 3, for the same reason Tony's saying. I'm a Beehive member, whatever how do you say? I'm part of the Beehive.
You're a B.
Because I saw her perform at
You're a top B.
Coachella. I'm a top B. I saw her perform at Coachella, and I think her performances are immaculate.
One of my guys that I worked with before, he was shooting for Beyonce on stage during Coachella.
That's it.
That's it.
That's huge,
that's
bro.
That's the punchline?
That's huge.
No.
Oh, but what did he say about it, though?
Yeah,
I mean, he blew up after. You know what I'm saying? Obviously.
Oh, he blew up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
No,
bro,
fuck
that was one of the best experiences I've ever had at Coachella.
He's sponsored by Canon now and stuff. It's
Oh,
good
God,
stuff, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my man. Hey, bring him on the pod.
He just moved too, man. But he'll be back.
So by the way, we're trying to have reoccurring guests. If you fucking feel like you're capable,
tell us why.
Hit us up. Send me a little 3-minute video.
And come through.
No nudes, unless nothing. Don't send no nudes. Like hit me up like you really want to be on the spot. Like you're not gonna sit here with me and Tony because this is like greatness only. But you can sit here and try to chat. Beyonce blew my mind at that Coachella set, the Homecomings thing that you didn't like, but it was great. It was great.
I gave it a 3. I listened to it real quick. I was kind of surprised by it too. I was like, okay, I can listen to this. I can listen to this. You said Skrillex is on some of them too?
He's on at least one I know of.
Okay.
I'm gonna praise
He's in Highland Park, bro. Like that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna leave with love, and I'm gonna say I give it a soft 4, firm 3. I think it's not bad music.
It's not.
With Tony, I'm a Beehive member in the sense of I can't wait to see this album live, but I'm not gonna play it for myself. This is for the females, and I respect that.
Well, the surprising thing is I can hear songs in here that I want to play.
Okay, good.
There's a couple too. I can agree with.
Heated, which is a Drake song, by the way, in my mind. Even the flow is Drake. Right? Like I gotta cool it down, heated. So that's Drake. Like,
so going back,
sounds like Drake.
Going back to my point. I feel like they're in cahoots then. You know what I'm saying? When they both drop like
maybe
house.
Well, you don't think Drake made Heated? Because there's a reference track. If you listen on YouTube, you can listen to Drake's version of Heated. You don't think he even said, "Oh shit, about to drop this? I need to drop mine."
No, so I think.
And then Frank Ocean's giving you a techno house.
And Chris Brown didn't get the memo.
Sorry,
you missed
it. Be on the next one.
That's how blackballed he is. That's fucked up. So next one.
This is the intro song, right? This is I'm That Girl.
Real quick, I want to make a point. So I that's what I agree with you. I don't know that this is not like my total cup of tea, but I've already said that I will listen to Beyonce because it's Beyonce. She could sing.
I don't like her vocals too much, to be honest. She can sing though, but
one thing I thought was a little annoying, if you listen to them, some of the songs are like modern renditions of like iconic gay songs.
Yeah, gay?
Yeah.
No, they're like legitimately.
I heard some samples. I was like, okay. Like,
I don't mean gay as in like whack. I mean like they're literally gay songs that she redid. Like gay anthems. She redid them in like a modern version. I feel like that was
so
a little bit.
Her marketing's on point then, what you're saying.
No,
yeah, exactly.
Well, she dedicated the album to her gay uncle who helped raise her. Okay. So like I think that was the concept of it. What I didn't like about it is I feel like she was like fishing a little bit too much with it.
Well, I feel like
it's a little bit too like on the nose for the gay.
I feel like
she's trying a little bit too hard.
I think so. That's just my personal. Yeah. I'm not gay, and so I don't know what that community feels like. Let them feel what they feel. But to me, I feel like it's too on the nose.
But
like,
are you sure? Is something you want to tell the people today?
I'm curious for sure. You ain't scaring me, bitch. I ain't scared of nothing.
Okay, so. I feel like the parts I don't like. The parts I don't like is when she tries to talk ghetto.
That's what Demi said. Demi's like, she doesn't really talk like that.
Oh, dead ass. Yeah, that bitch never. Excuse my language. She never said dead ass.
Demi said like she doesn't talk like that. Maybe I don't know.
No, she doesn't. I mean, she hang out with
maybe her kids do, but
let me tell you one thing, Tony. This is fucking. I shouldn't say it, but you're not black, dog. So you don't know like. Black people have their own culture, bro, of how they talk and what they don't say. I don't know what.
Hey fool, dick fool.
Every Mexican says fool.
Hey fool.
Mario actually called me out. Not Mexican. I mean every Hispanic. Mario called me out in Vegas. He's like, because I was like, these fools, and he's like, why do you always say fool, bro? You make me feel out. And I was like, damn, I just say fool because like that's what my cousins say. Like that's just it's an expression in our culture. You know?
Hey fool.
Like these fools are wild. I always say that like these fools are wild.
Yeah.
I don't really say like fool all the time, but I always say like these fools are wild. It's an expression. So I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying like I agree. I don't think she probably talks like that. I mean, she's like a billionaire. Right?
So it goes back to your point. She was trying a little too hard.
I do think she was trying a little too hard.
Well, but is that trying too hard or just trying to connect with trying to fit with today's
culture?
Yeah, no, I think you're trying to connect with that. That's just me though. I don't know. Maybe she talks like that. Maybe, but I feel like it was too on the nose. Like, bro, if you talk to me about like. And like I said, I'm not gay. I'm an ally, but I'm not gay. I don't get it. I think Lady Gaga really owned what she was trying to do here with like trying to be too like LGBTQ. Like I think Gaga already did that. Like you shouldn't really do that. And so I think Beyonce was a little too on the nose, and that part put me off. Like I was like, okay, like are you just gaslighting right now to get like all the gay approval to
Yes.
sell your album. Maybe that was my impression. Yeah, I'll take it for what you want. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I think that my first thought was like,
real quick.
The gays are
Now
gonna
that
love
you're-
this.
Now that you're agreeing with me, I want to clarify. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's you. Does that make sense? Like if Gaga, sorry, I spilled the beer because Tony agreed with him, made me nervous. Like, wait a minute, I don't want Tony to agree with me on this. Like, this is a point that I wanted to make individually, but he's great. He's agreeing with me, so it made me like when Gaga does it. I think like that was what you came out with. That is your like. Everybody has this thing that they step on a pedestal for, right? That they sit on a soapbox for. Like, I stand up for this thing. This is my thing. To me, Lady Gaga did that off the rip. You know what I mean? Like, that was her thing. Beyonce doing it now, after being like female empowerment and now sort of pivoting to this, feels like you're sort of trying to like just take in more market.
Well, she was on like male hating for a while. So
Well, I can tell you one thing. No matter how you feel about it, you're going to break her soul.
Don't break my soul. I think the album
and
is
that
great.
song grew on me too. Unfortunately.
In my
Unfortunately.
yoga class.
Oh,
I take
no.
my hot yoga. One of the instructors plays this every ab circuit we do. And I'm like,
Show us the
"God."
move. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
And like, first of all, these girls are
Well, how would Pop Smoke feel about this?
come on, don't talk about the inspo like that, bro. I don't know. I think Pop would have respected. In my opinion, Pop was honestly one of the reasons I idolized, and this is going off topic. I was thinking today, constantly thinking about shit.
She just got
So I
her
don't know if I ever
body
said this. The
done.
reason I did GX, did I tell you how I came up with the wavy GX thing?
Oh, because you couldn't have 3 X's, so you gotta put 2.
Triple X, that'd be hilarious. It was too much to type. When Tony and I started talking about creating this podcast, we came up with like, should we come? Like, Tony has Tony Park, right? Anthony has Tony Park, and we could talk about
Wait, I don't know who that is. Who are we talking about?
Anthony or Tony Park.
That's
Who's
your government.
Yeah.
Oh, we talking governments?
So with Tony Park, I always thought it was cool that Tony Park had like a pseudonym, like a pen name. That's cool.
Like a teacher of some sort.
Like, why do you come up with that, right? Like, how do you create this distance between like, not the real you and the fake you, but like the
student.
the you that is sort of
Tone
going
Park?
through life, and the you that has this artistic ability, right? And so when I came up with GX, I was like, oh, everyone calls me G because like Angelo, and then my name kind of adapted to Jello, and then Mario started saying G, Jello, G, right? And so then the X was really inspiration from Party Next Door, right? Because whenever he raps, a lot of the songs he ends it with PX. And so I was like, oh, I know. I took it to mean like, oh, PX is that version of him that's like about the shits. Like, whenever he signs something PX, he's saying like, you're getting the worst version of me. And so this pod got GX, which was the worst version of me, right? And so then I was like, if I ever rap again, I'm taking Pop GX or like Smoke GX or something, right? Because like Pop Smoke is really that inspiration. So when you ask me what does Pop Smoke think about it,
Instead of a top G, you can be a pop G.
Pop G. Oh, wait a minute. Chill with Tate being a part of it. Damn, all right, chill. Think about it. And so to your point, like I think like I always think of like what do these major artists, some of them dead unfortunately, like what would they think about like where the music is going now? And it's like, I don't know, I think Pop was open minded. It's why I find him as an inspiration to me. You know what I mean? Was able to sort of mold. But anyways, that's neither here nor there for the Beyonce
Great
album.
point. So let's get back to this Beyonce album. This is a very valuable album for me. I'm not usually a Beyonce fan, even though I love Beyonce since Destiny's Child. I've been a fan forever.
Destiny's Child's iconic, bro.
We're roughly the same age. I think she's like 2 years older than me.
Oh, interesting.
So
So you don't say dad ass, do you?
Tony does say
dead ass, I do.
Okay.
No, I don't. But I think that's also a regional thing. That's more of like a New York thing. But that has been creeping over where people on the West Coast like, you gonna do that? Oh, dead
I heard
ass.
people in Texas saying that shit.
Yeah. So I mean, she's from Texas.
No, but dead ass started in New York outside of Beyonce. Dead
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
was way before like Beyonce used it.
So, but again, I think my biggest problems with the album are her not sounding, I don't want to say true to herself, but I guess there's a part of her where she wants to feel true to, to Texas and her hoods and to her normal people, her everyday people.
Right.
And it's hard to feel close to your everyday people when you're a billionaire, right? So I get that.
Why? Good point. Good point.
But outside of that, there's a lot of good music on this album. If you're not normally a Beyonce fan, this is the album to check out. One thing I do miss are the ballads, but again, it's been a couple albums since I really got something that I really liked. I think the last one I really liked was "I Miss You," where Frank Ocean wrote and referenced, and she just did over. But with that said,
one last thing. Check out the fucking Heated reference track by Drake. If you didn't know that was written by Drake, that was basically written by Drake. That Heated track is fire, and so my only request is do the remix with Drake. Heated.
Well, my only thing that I was thinking about, we got about a minute left, is
you know what?
Every
just finish up because this one's rolling nonstop, so we're good.
I think every artist right now
Damn, that was hot.
was about to drop their album, and they all pulled back because they said, "Wait, Drake doing this EDM?
One thing I do want to say,
Beyonce's doing this EDM."
Hold my hand.
Let me pull back on my album. Let me drop a couple of these on it.
One thing I do want to say though, and you heard it here first in this podcast, was that everyone was gonna start doing EDM.
We talked about this early on.
We talked about it. That's
if
what
you don't believe us, look back. Tell them.
Run the fucking tapes back. We said that everyone will start doing EDM. EDM is having its resurgence. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Thank you.
And with that said, hose up.
All right, whatever. You don't gotta see me.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow. Let us know what you want us to review next.
Yep.
We got some great shit coming up. Trust me.
Cheers.
Hose up.